So Baldy just announced new fights, but first I've got to predict this Abu Dhabi card. So let's get straight into predictions with Robert Whittaker and Derrida. Main event is this fucking fight, and you know what? I'm going with Robert Whittaker. I'm going with the OG of the fight game. Yeah, I think Reina Derrida's really good, but like I'm looking through his record and I'm watching his fights, and I'm like, you went to a competitive fight with Mia Sharp. A competitive fight with Mia Sharp. Come on. Come on. And then, obviously, he runs through Kevin Holland. That's just a no-brainer, innit? Anyone with any sort of grappling, you'll beat him. He is just kind of shit. And then even Bo Nickel, who's good, but he just quit after the first sign of adversity. And I'm like, you're good. I want you to win. Trust me. I want you and Drickus to win in these fights, so we can get the most goofy fight of all time. But we're not going to get that. When we want something, we don't get it. And as well, this just reminds me of the other fight nights we've had, or fight cards. Volkanovski versus Lopez. Volkanovski should have lost that. And he wins anyway, because he's just that fucking good. Usman should have lost to Buckley, and he wins anyway. And there was one more recently, where just all logic's telling you that the Unk is going to lose, and the old guy just wins anyway. So I'm going to go with the old guy. I don't know how old Robert Whittaker is. I can't remember. I think he's like 33, 34. Maybe 35 at a push. But he isn't old, I don't think. So I don't think we're acting like he's like some fucking washed mess. He's still there. You know, we also forget that Robert Whittaker is also the guy who should have beaten Adesanya in the second fight. Yeah, and I can see an argument for Whittaker losing this, like, and Derrida winning this fight, because, you know, like, just every time Robert Whittaker fights someone who's like got any sort of physical advantage over him, he loses to them. Example: Drickus, Izzy, Hamza, and I could so see Derrida doing the same thing. But I even thought Robert Whittaker was doing really well against Hamzat. Like, he wasn't giving his back. He actually got up at one point, but Hamzat is just that guy. And I've been watching loads of Hamzat fights. And to be fair, in the first round, there's only one guy to make it competitive. Well, not really competitive, but like the most competitive, and that was Robert Whittaker. So I don't think he's washed. I am worried for his two front teeth, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, I've got Robert Whittaker winning this one. I'm not going to lie to you. Right. Moving on to the co-main event, which is now Peter Yan versus Marcus McGee. Now, maybe in a few years, Marcus McGee can win this fight. Maybe in a few years. But our boy, Peter Yan, no one beats this guy. He's going to fucking KO Marcus McGee. Then he's going to KO all the top 5 contenders. He's going to fucking embarrass Umar. And then he's going to beat Marab. He's going to shit on him. And in front of his kids and his fucking wife and Aljo. It was probably his wife, let's be honest. No one beats my boy Peter Yan. I'm putting it out there. Like, Marcus McGee can win this because they've kind of fucked Yan to making it a 3-rounder. Which, trust me, if Peter Yan loses a razor close split decision, when this fight all along could have been a core main event, a 5-round core main event, and they fuck him over because Evloev can't fucking fight for the life of him and just pulls out the minute anything goes wrong in his training camp, I'm going to be so angry. But I do think Pete Yan's going to win this one. I think he's going to lose the first round, as he always does, and then he's going to batter him the last 2 in a kind of close decision. I am worried for him, though. I am really worried for him. Marcus McGee is no slouch. He's a powerful guy. He's got all finishes on his record, but with those guys who get all finishes, there also comes a time where you get finished, and this could be the guy. But I don't think it'll be Peter Yan. He's kind of taken away from his finishing ability. He doesn't really finish fights anymore. But yeah, my guy Peter Yan, love this guy. Love Peter Yan. I love him. I love him. Peter Yan. If Peter Yan loses, I'm going to be crying. Expect no videos on this fucking channel for about a month. But yeah, Peter Yan's winning. Dominant. Let's just be more delusional. He's going to dominant decision. No one beats him. You know, he kills out. I'm joking. But like, still, come on, Peter Yan. Come on, my boy Peter Yan. Please get this done. Get this done for the Christian Orthodox Russian Chads. Let's go. Let's go. Next fight. Sharamagomedov versus Andre Barriou. Now, I'm seeing loads of stuff where it's like, oh, Sharamagomedov is mid and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, do you not know who Andre Barriou is? Marc-Andre Barriou is literally... I think he has more losses in his career in UFC than wins. He is the biggest bum. I think he has like 2 wins in UFC or something like this, right? And like Sharamagomedov, yeah, he lost to MVP, what I predicted, because Shara like literally kicks a lot and literally what MVP counters. But Marc-Andre Barriou, right, is... I know he beat Bruno Silva, Bruno guy. Fuck, is it Bruno Silva? Like, fuck, I don't know. One of them, right? He fucking give him a brain hemorrhage or something, right? You beat that guy. You're not going to beat Sharamagomedov, right? Sharamagomedov is beating legitimate mid guys. You've beaten nobody. You've beaten a washed Andre. You've beat a washed Bruno Silva. You're not beating Sharamagomedov. Especially in his home crowd, too. Fucking hell, that was disgusting. But that isn't getting caught out. But you beat a few of these guys, but you, like, yes or no, right? I can't exactly remember Andre Barriou's entire record, but yes or no is Armen Petrosian, Chain, I can't pronounce that guy's name, but he now fights with the Fighting Nerds, and there was a guy before them. Them 3 guys are better than any of Barriou twins, and that's why I'm choosing Sharamagomedov to get this done, and I think he'll KO him. I really do think he'll KO him. I hate Sharamagomedov. I'll be rooting for him when he loses, and I'll be like, yeah, you fucking... bum, get out of the UFC. But I've always thought he's a bit overrated, but I think he'll beat Marc-Andre Barriou. I kind of think it's a layup for him to get a win again. But yeah, MVP isn't even a bad loss, you know what I mean? Like, he struck with him. I thought he'd take him down, you know what I mean? But I still chose MVP to win that one, so I ain't gonna complain. I know the MMA Guru chose him, and he was ranting on his stream about that. But yeah, there's not been a fight in Magomed's career where he shot one takedown, so I didn't think that. But anyway, this is not a fucking MVP one. Asu Alimbayev versus Ramazan Tizirov, which this fight is no longer happening. He's fighting someone else. He's fighting Jose... Who's this guy fighting? He's fighting Jose... Is it on... Tapology? It should be on Tapology. Yeah, fighting Asu Alimbayev versus Jose Achoina, who's fought a couple of days ago. Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna choose Jose Achoina, but not in a couple of days. No, if this was on a full camp, I'd choose Jose, but I'm gonna go with Asu Alimbayev. Yeah, I think if he was on a full training camp for this fight, maybe I would choose him. But yeah, also good job in UFC for not fucking changing the fighters who's fighting. I can't even tap on this to like make it big. But Nita Krylov versus Bogdan Gustov. Nita Krylov is rushing in there after getting knocked out. Although logic tells me that he should get knocked out in this one against Bogdan Gustov, one of like literally Anthony Smith, who but good. I'm choosing Bogdan Gustov, but I would not be surprised. You know, it's the year of the young. Krylov will somehow fucking win this, because every time I pick an young, they lose. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Right, moving on to the next fight. Oh no. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do it. Sayyid Nurmagomedov is beating Bryce Mitchell. I'm sorry, Bryce. I want you to win this one, but you're not beating him. I don't see a path to victory for you. I really don't. Like, you're gonna take him down, cool. He's got ninja chokes and shit. You're gonna strike with him. He's a better striker than you. Not by much, like, but he's a better striker than you. And he's more technical than you. This is so bad, man. This is so bad. Come on, Bryce. Come on. We're going to pray for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think Bryce is going to lose this one pretty clearly. I think it's going to be via maybe even a choke, you know. I think he's going to get finished again in his debut at 135. This is so bad, you know. This is so bad. But yeah, but I'll be honest, I've always thought this is a good move for Bryce Mitchell. I uploaded a video earlier. Bryce Mitchell, he's always been a natural bantamweight. He's never really been a featherweight. I think he sort of just wanted an easy weight cut. But like when you get to like the top 10 range, top 7 range of the featherweight division, they're kind of almost lightweights while you're still a like you're pretty much a fat bantamweight. You know what I mean? So he's cut down. I saw the UFC picture of him. He looks in decent shape. Let's hope he at least makes it to a decision. And you obviously know Saeed Nurmagomedov will get the decision no matter what because he has an OV at the end of his name. Come on, Bryce. Finish him. Come on, I really want to see this, man. I really want to see Bryce being beaten, but I don't know. I'm choosing Saeed Nurmagomedov. But come on. Come on, Bryce. Come on, Bryce. Come on, Bryce. You know what I mean? It's not as bad as I think it is. Like, I would say it's like a 60-40 in favour of Saeed, but yeah. Next fight. Muslim Salikov versus Carlos Leal. Like, let's be honest, no one really gives a fuck about this fight. I'm going with Carlos Leal. He's on roids. That's a hard guy to beat, but something's telling me that's Muslim Salikov being a veteran of the sport. He's had so many fights in UFC. He's kind of telling me that he'll win this because although Carlos Leal he's only had 2 fights in UFC. Should have been 2 wins. You're not 1-1. You beat Kretinov, you know, and it was pretty obvious. But you are on roids, that needs to be mentioned. And when he gets tested, oh my fucking god. But yeah, Muslim Salikov, I could see him getting it done. It's a 50-50 for Carlos Leal. I think he's going to get this done. He's just beating better guys. And well, by better guys, I mean he beat Kretinov. That's impressive to me on short notice. He beat Alex Morono. It's Alex Morono. We kind of expected that. Carlos Leal is a good fighter, though. Carlos Leal might be in the rankings soon. You never know. It is welterweight. You know, Daniel Rodriguez just got fucking signed in the rankings. So maybe anything's possible at this point. Maybe I'll make my run in the welterweight division at this rate. You know what I mean? But yeah, moving on to the next fight, which is Davy Grant and Damon Blackshear. Another one where I think the British guy is going to lose, you know. The guy I want to lose. The guy I want to win is going to lose. And I'm choosing Damon Blackshear. I want Davy Grant to win. I hope he has a vintage style and he comes in and just fucking beats the shit out of Damon Blackshear. But Damon Blackshear is beating good guys. He had a competitive fight with Mario Bautista, which it doesn't sound like a good thing to have a competitive fight with, but he is a good fighter. And Davy Grant's just been fucking shit on in his career. Like, he's just been shat on. Like, he'll win a decision, but then the judges will just be like, no, you're not getting that decision, we're giving it to the other guy. And I feel like it'll be one of those again. I really do think it'll be one of those. So it'll be a competitive fight, could go either way, but then the judges will give it to Damon Blackshear, and I can't even make the excuse that he's Dagestani because he's nowhere near Dagestan. He's probably American. He is American right there. Didn't see that. But come on, Davy Grant. Knock this guy out and get yourself in the rankings. Because Damon Blackshear, this is the problem we're having in the division. Because no one in the rankings is fighting where they should be. If you lose 3 fights in a row in the rankings, I'm talking about you, Michael Chandler. There is a logjam at lightweight. You're fighting Fiese Ziam. And you're losing to him because you're shit. Simple as that. And it's the problem we've got at bantamweight too now. It's becoming more prevalent. There we go. Dyslexic. Damon Blackshear is kind of there. Davy Grant is kind of there. There's a few other guys who are kind of there. And Damon Blackshear's a fucking good fighter. He's good. So is Davy Grant, but I think Damon Blackshear is like that. Just a step in front. And he's got the opponents to prove it too. But so is Davy Grant. People forget, man. Davy Grant beat Cheeto Vera. Cheeto Vera, that's the one. That's his fucking name. I forgot his name for a second. You know, he also lost to him via decision. You know. You know. But come on, Davy Grant, you can get this done. But I'm going to go with him on Black Sheep. I think that's a safer pick. But come on, Davy Grant. Come on, Davy Grant. Moving on. Oh, I thought we had a safe card because it's in the Middle East. Fuck's sake. Amanda Ribas versus Tabitha Ritchie. I don't know. I guess I'll go Tabitha Ritchie. She just seems to win just through having an asshole. Yeah. Yeah, right. Moving on to the next fight. Turkish guy versus Billy Kleiner. I'm gonna be honest, right? People are overhyping this Turkish guy. This Turkish guy. I know I'm Kurdish, and I might have my bias. I'm half Kurdish, anyway. Halfway half Kurdish. But this guy isn't good. He got submitted. Like put it this way. He got submitted by Kutalaba, right? Billy Kleiner had a competitive first round with Gustav, who's ranked. I'm choosing Billy Kleiner, and he wasn't expected to go. He was expected to go in there and get ran through, and he put up a decent fight. Still got finished, but he put up a decent fight. Aibor Aslam legitimately fought some guy who took one shot and quit against the fence. Standing TKO, he quit. Don't even try and convince me otherwise. He quit right there, and got submitted by Kutalaba. Kutalaba's my guy, man. Fuck these Turks. Kurds on top, you know what I mean? Kurds are on top, you know what I'm saying? Get our fucking flag on that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Aibor Aslan is... I'm not, like, I guess he's the last Ottoman, or whatever the fuck it is. But I'm not high on him at all. I'm really not high. But call me biased because I'm Kurdish. But, like, I was never really that high on him. I didn't even know he was Turkish either. But yeah, I only just realised he's Turkish. Big up the Kurds, you know what I'm saying? Big up the Kurds. Free Kurdistan and that, you know what I'm saying? Right. Fucking hell. Mohammed Naimov. Mohammed Yahya versus Stephen Nagol. Yeah, I don't know. I think both these guys are pretty shit. But when I was looking for the record, because believe it or not, we're not watching two shit guys fight, I'm going to go with Stephen Nagol. I can't remember why, but I remember seeing something on Stephen Nagol's fights and one of his records that made me choose him over Yaya. So I'm going to go with Stephen. Why? Because, yeah. I'm just choosing him. There's nothing there. Right. Martin Bidet versus Marcus Buchecha. I think I'm saying that right. Marcus is making his debut. Martin Bidet is making his debut. He's been around for ages. He's kind of like a veteran. But Buchecha is kind of like this one championship grappler, and he's really fucking good at it. And Martin Bidet, right? I was going for his Tapology, right? Let's have a look at his Tapology, right? I might start doing like predictions more like this. Look for his Tapology, man. I've only watched one of his fights, but like, look at this. Obviously, he's got a decision here against that fucking guy, Dagestani guy, took his all, lol. Andrei Arlovsky, who's kind of mid, right? But he's got Kimura here. Fucking hell, why is it so laggy, right? And you know, he's got Kimura here, and he's got like fucking like loads of submissions throughout his record, right? Why was it loads of submissions earlier, and now it's just gone? Yeah, I thought I seen loads of submissions, but now I just look like a fucking clown. Yeah, but I was gonna choose Martin Bidet, but then I was like, he's more well-rounded, but a heavyweight, if you have one thing... No, I'm not. How is Martin Bidet ranked, man? That's the only thing that's convinced me otherwise. This guy's... Fuck it, I'm going with Marcus Buchecha. That's it. I'm cementing it. I'm going with Marcus Buchecha. Yeah. So it's Martin Buchecha. Got Stephen Guyon. Billy Kleiner. Fucking Turkey. Rishi Damon. Come on, Davy Grant, though. Get this done, man. Carlos Leon. Sayyidina Magomedov. Bryce as well. Get this done, bro. Bogdan Grad. Bogdangrad, fucking, oh my god. Bogdan Gustov, Nita Kralov can't get it done. Obviously, Jose Choda, because this guy popped for steroids. What a fucking bitch. You know, just that certain region, you know, the testing pool can't reach. That certain region, man. But then we got Shaharova, Marcus Barriute. If you're chosen Marcus Barriute, I know you're a casual. I know you're a casual because he's shit. But and then I'm using Peter Yan, but Marcus can't get done because it's a 3-rounder. 5-rounder, Peter Yan beats him the shit out of him. Absolutely kills this guy. But because it's a 3-rounder, obviously it's scary. Yan's a slow starter. And I'm choosing my Whittaker. Fuck it. I've already made my points. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Comment your predictions and like the video on it.